Just over at 25 Clarke Street. Just come out today to do the installation of these IS drains. Ivan's met us out here from Blockage Professionals, and we've just jetted this drain here from our pit in our rear car park area, just in order to run the camera gear through the drain and get a location of the service. In doing so, we've cameraed up this way to this pink dot here. We've found a protruding drain in this area, which looks to be an old IS riser that's just been hole sawed into the service drain. Because of that protrusion, it's definitely obstructing a flow of water through this section of drain. So this really needs to be cut up. We need to have that IO removed and re-plumbed in 100 mil. We have located the drain running through this garden bed area, and we've had a bit of a dig up just in order to do our installation of our riser. And in doing that, we've uncovered this section of storm water drain, which is servicing that rear car park area. Now, all of our storm water that's collected in the rear car park is discharged into this 100 mil stormwater drain, which is then running underneath this brick garden bed wall, and it's discharged into an existing stormwater drain. Now, whoever's done this in the past, rather than installing a junction, they've hooked it up into a 90-degree bend, and they've knocked a hole in the top of the 90-degree bend to act as an inlet point for this downpipe. Now, that's not directly connected to the stormwater drain by any means, and it's also not in line with the discharge point of the downpipe either. So you'll find that about 80% of any water running down the downpipe, it's going to be running down the face here, and it's going to be discharging into the ground. Rather than going into the drain, it's just going to run straight over the top of it. It's going to be absorbed into the soil here, and also into the foundations of the property. So we're not sure what's happening inside here. We don't have access, but we suspect that there might be a bit of water damage to this foundation in this area, which could have resulted in mold. But again, we haven't had any access inside the property, so we're not sure of the extent of the damage just yet. But so what we need to do here is this all needs to be cut out and removed. What we'll be quoting for will be to cut this 100 mil drain here and run it straight through into an IS riser so that we have access for cleaning the drain upstream and downstream. And then it will be directly discharged into the existing stormwater point, which is right here under this concrete path and brick garden bed wall. From there, we'll be running the drain directly to this downpipe in 100 mil DWV with a 100 mil riser with another inspection opening on the downpipe itself. In order for us to do all of that, we're going to have to remove just this corner section of this garden bed wall. I would say from about this point here to this point here, just so that we can get down to our drain, we can install our new junction and run our drain through here to the downpipe. Now, we're happy to reinstate the brick wall with the tiles, all of that, but we'll obviously have to come back and do it over the course of 2 days, as we'll need to do quite a bit of patching of the concrete footpath as well. Now, in saying all of that, if we reconnect this downpipe correctly and we remove these changes in directions in the stormwater drain, we're going to be increasing the amount of water making it into this main stormwater drain that runs out to the Curb channel. Now, there's an existing issue at the property with this stormwater point overflowing. Once we've done all our proposed works here, we're going to be increasing the volume of water running through the stormwater drain, as well as catchment areas discharging into the drain, because rather than having, say, 20% of the water from this downpipe going into our stormwater drain, we're then going to have 100% of it going down there. So this could exacerbate the issue that's already existing with this point here overflowing. Obviously, we're not 100% sure if that's going to happen, but it's sort of one of those things. Until we've done the work, we're just not going to know. It's impossible to tell. So what we'd suggest is having all this stormwater works here carried out, remove the illegal installation of this 100mm stormwater drain, correctly install it to the main drain that's already here, directly connect this downpipe to the drain so that we're not getting just spillage and overflow which is affecting the foundation. And then we need our residents of the property to keep an eye on this issue here. And look, if this issue persists or worsens, something we would suggest is having this footpath raised slightly, just to prevent catchment on this footpath area running down the pathway and pooling in this area. If we had this raised up slightly, we think that would definitely help with the water pooling issue in the area. But as far as installation of any further pits or strip grates, we wouldn't recommend that. We believe that we might just allow for more stormwater to exit the drain during those heavy downpours. But anyway, that's pretty much it for today. We're going to backfill everything that we've dug up, make the area safe, and we'll provide further quotations for works.